And I feel like he has moved on, and he is healed and moved on and doesn't care about me, which I don't want him to come back into my life, but it still just sucks, you know?
Welcome back, family. Today we are going to review this woman who regrets divorcing her husband because he is now happier without her.
I am honestly really sad right now, if you can tell. That's like the weirdest thing about grief is like, didn't cry for 2 days, was good for 2 days, and now I'm by myself, and it's just like the hurricane, like it's here again, you know? It's the tsunami is back. Like, it's just so hard, and like I'm frustrated because I, got my whole world got disheveled, and I feel like he has moved on, and he is healed and moved on and doesn't care about me, which I don't want him to come back into my life, but it still just sucks, you know? I can't imagine, thank you guys for sharing stuff, like stories that you've gotten through this and it's been however many years, because I could not imagine that. I can't imagine being with someone for a really long time and going through this, Sorry if you can hear my cat literally playing in the background. I was only with him for 4.5 years, 1 year married. I could not imagine, though, being with him for longer and this happening, but it's just so sad sometimes, and it's like so hard to have to learn how to do life by yourself again. Like, you don't have that person to call all the time or that best friend to go do things with. And that's what scares me. I've never truly been alone and worked on myself, and I'm terrified of it. Not me crying on the internet more, but I just want to share all of it, the good and the bad, so that I have this to look on a year from now and know that I did heal, but also to help anybody else who's going through heartbreak. Like, heartbreak sucks. It sucks so bad. You physically feel the pain, emotionally, mentally, everything. And again, I had 2 really, really good days. Did not cry at all those 2 days. And then, as soon as I'm by myself, or as soon as, I do something or something triggers me, it just all comes flooding back. And it's just a lot. Grief sucks. This whole thing sucks so bad, and I'm literally praying and thinking about anybody else going through a divorce or a really bad heartbreak, because this shit sucks.
This girl literally said that she doesn't want her ex-husband to come back into her life, but then she is shocked that he moved on? It looks like these women want you to stay sad about losing them your whole life. Men do not have the luxury to stay crying all day about some past events. We have to move on and get stuff done. She said that she is recording herself crying so that she can watch it a year from now to see how she healed. Well, let's see how she is doing a year later.
Happy Easter if you celebrate. I just wanted to talk about the fact that it's okay to sit down and miss the person sometimes, miss the connection you had. I think a lot of the times I try, and I think I'm really strong about what happened to me most of the time, and I think that I haven't cried about my ex in a long time, actually. But today, I just kind of sat down, and this is a holiday I probably would have spent with his family too, and it's okay to just miss what you had sometimes. I know that we try and tell ourselves well, they weren't right for us, or maybe they were a bad person, or maybe they did this, or they did this to you. And while I think that's true, and I think that you can tell yourself that, that's I try and put on this really, sorry, this is very rambly, but I really did just pick up the camera and start talking. I think what I'm trying to say is that we tell ourselves, or at least I do, if I'm thinking about my ex, I typically am just nope, not gonna think about him. We're detaching, you know what I mean? And that works the majority of the time. But sometimes you can just sit down and cry. You can sit down and let out your feelings. And I think people who don't ever cry about the things, or people who don't ever let themselves think about it, like, we have to think about it. We have to feel the things, and that doesn't make you weak. Like, being vulnerable does not make you weak. I really hate when people say that, because life is all about the human emotions and what we go through. You know what I mean? Like, that is literally life. And I just think that it's okay to just sit down and miss what you had. It's okay to, and that's not even me saying, oh, I miss my ex, I miss blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that sometimes I miss having a connection like that, where I felt like, oh, I had a person, right? And like, I had my person. I miss that for sure, but I think sometimes it's okay. It's okay to grieve. It's okay to sit. And I think a lot of the times we try and distract, or we try and fill with voids, or we try and move on to the next person. And some days it's okay to just sit, and it's okay to have a cry and get back out there in life. And I'm sorry that this was so rambly, but happy Easter. I love you guys. Thanks for always listening to me chat.
Looks like our young lady still needs some more time to grieve. I just don't get it sometimes. If you loved your ex-husband so much, then why leave? Oh, I forgot you just wanted to be happy. These modern women just love the thrill and the drama. She used to nag to her ex-husband about some girl that she thought he was cheating with. Check it out.
I have to say something really quickly. So, whenever I figured out that my ex-husband was dating the girl that I was worried about at the end of our marriage, I was so sad at first. And then I realized how much stronger I am now than even I was 6 months ago, because that would have made me feel devastated for like weeks, I feel like. And I was really only sad for like a day or two. Like, yeah, it still hurts. It's disappointing and it hurts, but it's almost like the anticipation of what I thought was going to be my worst nightmare. Now that it like came true, I'm just kind of like, oh, okay. Like, that says way more about him than it does me and our relationship. You know what I mean? So yeah, I just kind of wanted to share that and share where my headspace is at and everything.
I don't blame her ex-husband for dating the same girl that she thought he was cheating with. He probably figured that if the marriage ended for something that he didn't do, then he might as well follow through with it now. Fellas, this is the state of most modern women. It's just emotions everywhere with absolutely no substance. This girl's page is full of compilations of her crying and happy at the same damn time. You can't make this stuff up. That's it for today's video. But before we go, like I always say in this channel, keep your head up, focus on your goals, and everything else will follow. Let me know your thoughts about the video in the comment section below. Thank you very much for watching. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you liked the video. Peace.